everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and this is gonna be the newbie book tag. First of all, I kind of want to say sorry. As you might have heard already, I am from Belgium, but I'm trying to do this channel in English, so to reach more people. But I think my English might not always be on point, but I'm trying, so bear with me. So this is gonna be the newbie book tag. I am really nervous about this. I have been thinking about months joining BookTube, and finally I have courage enough to do this. So without further ado, I'm just gonna start with the first question. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? Basically because I like talking about books. I don't really have that many friends who are readers. I do have a few, but it's always nice to talk about your favorite books, or not favorite books, and just talk about it with people who are interested as well. I also hope to meet lots of new people and just being a part of a community that I really care about, because I really care about books. So I'm really excited to be part of this community, and I hope you will let me be part of this community. The second question is, what are some unique and fun things you can bring to BookTube? As I mentioned before, I'm from Belgium, so I don't know, maybe I could recommend some good Belgian books or Belgian authors, or even just books with the Dutch language. There are a lot of good books and I have read them, but you don't see them on BookTube because, and it's not the fault of BookTube, it's just because it's mainly English books or American or British books, I think, or books that are like really famous and got translated a lot. But there are some good Belgian authors too, and I hope that I can talk about them too and maybe recommend a few of those. So question 3, what are you most excited for about this new channel? I'm just excited about talking a lot, I hope so. I'm excited about meeting new people, getting hopefully some views and some comments, and then I can comment back and then we can talk about books. And I'm just excited, and I hope that I can do some creative things too once I've settled in and once my nerves don't get in the way that much as they are now. Question 4, why do you love reading? Oh, that's a difficult question. Why do you like reading? You just do. I think for me it's mostly escapism. I hope that's the word, but I mean, for me it's a way to escape to other worlds, and I mainly read fantasy and YA, and particularly in a fantasy setting you really get away from everything, and you're just not in your couch or in your bed or wherever you read. You're just in that other world, and a good book for me is something that can achieve that makes me just wake up out of a book and be like, oh my god, I've been reading for 4 hours and I didn't even notice this. So yeah. Question 5, what books or series got you into reading? There is one book that I keep thinking about that is a book that actually got me into reading, but it's not really a famous book, and I think I read it when I was maybe 12 or 13 years or so, and it's called The Illustrated Mom. Back then I read it in Dutch, and I actually haven't read it since, because in my head the book is so amazing that I don't want to spoil it by reading again, because it is a children's book, but it's quite a heavy topic. It's about a mom who is illustrated, so she has tattoos all over her body, and mainly it follows her daughter. I don't really remember her age. I think she's some middle grader or something. It actually views the situation through that girl, and it's like everybody's like, her mom is weird because she got all that tattoos, and to be honest, she isn't really that good of a mom. She's very spontaneous, she does stuff, she just disappears, and she doesn't really take care of the child that often, but the child, she still loves her mom. So it's quite beautiful. And yeah, that's kind of the book that I read, and I was like, oh yeah, give me more of this. And then I really started reading a lot of more heavy topic books. And you have a writer here in Belgium, he's called Dirk Brakke. and he writes a lot of books for youth, kind of YA books. Yeah, it's about rape, it's about AIDS, it's about being a lesbian or bisexual or any kind of sexuality and dealing with that. And it's kind of also about things that really do happen and that are real. And I kind of read a whole lot of those books. And yeah, then I kind of really got into Twilight. Don't hate on me, don't hate on me. I'm sorry, but I loved it. It was my favorite book of all time. Still kind of is. Although I do see its flaws, but yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do about it? I love it. And yeah, that's really the book that brought me to Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, Divergent, and then I really went on the YA fantasy dystopian route. Question 6 is, what question would you ask your favorite booktubers? Probably like, how do you stay calm while filming all this? I don't know. Right now I'm like, I'm trying to make a channel happen, I guess, but I don't really know how. I don't really know what's it gonna do. We'll see, I guess. But I think if I could spend like a minute or long alone with one of my favorite booktubers, I would be like, how do you do this? Give me tips, please help me. But anyway, I'm trying. So if any of those booktubers that actually know what they're doing have any tips for me, please give all the tips you can give me. I could use a lot of them probably. So question 7, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I think actually keeping up with it. This is like first video that I'm filming now, and I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do or how it's gonna be received. Maybe I'll just quit because there is gonna be a lot of hate comments. I really hope there are not a lot of hate comments, but I'm kind of thinking there might be. And yeah, I think continually consistency, uploading and just really finding new content to do all the time. I don't think it's easy. When did you start reading? So as I said, I wasn't really much of a reader when I was like in I think middle school. Here we call it something else, but I don't really know the translation. But when I was like 6 to 12 years old, I didn't really read a lot. I didn't even really like reading. I remember getting Harry Potter for my birthday, I don't know, when I was 10 or 11, I think, and I absolutely hated it. I didn't want to read. And what was the question again? When did you start reading? Yeah, I think it was around 12 or 13 years old in early high school that I discovered that one book, and then read through a whole lot of other books, and then discovered the library and went there and just got some books. So where do you read? I read mostly in the baths, in the tub, I think. That's just, nobody disturbs me while I'm in the bath. I do like the water, I like the hotness. The only thing I don't like is sometimes I take my books with me in the bath, and because of the hotness of the water, it kind of, I don't know, it kind of gets wet, but it doesn't really get wet, you know, kind of wet. I don't know how to say this, but it does. But I have an e-reader too, so that's no problem taking a bath. I've never dropped it in the bath, so that's good. That's what people keep asking me when they hear that I do that. And I also just read in the bed at night before I go to sleep, in the couch. And I used to do a whole lot of reading on the train when I went to university. So it was like an hour and a half to sit on the train from where I live to go to university. And I used to get a lot of reading done at that time. What kind of books do you like to read? So as I said before, I like fantasy, YA. Since I discovered BookTube, I've been trying to read more different things, such as magical realism. I read The Night Circus. I read the the Ava Lavender book, The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender, and I really loved those. And now I'm kind of trying more contemporary. I'm kind of, maybe this month I'm gonna read The Hate You Give, and oh, what I also like a lot, and that's actually from my channel name. My channel name is The Other Reader, and that's actually from the book The Other Boleyn Girl, because oh my god, I love it. I give me pretty dresses, give me queens, give me princesses, and I'll just eat it right up. I love it. I can't get enough of it. I mean, the story's always the same, but I keep reading it. I mean, they keep getting beheaded and stuff, but I keep reading it. I mean, I don't mind. I really love it. That's like my guilty pleasure, because sometimes I'm noticing these books might not be that good, but I don't care. I'll read it. So yeah, that was the last question, I think. I hope you liked this video, to be honest. I hope I'm gonna put on some more videos, we'll see. I might change around this, the camera and stuff. It's like, I'm saying it's a camera, but it's not, it's like a cell phone, but I don't have money for a camera just yet. But I kind of wanted to have my bookcase, kind of, but I don't know. I don't think the lighting is all that good. I don't really know anything about lighting and stuff, but I don't know, we'll see. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!